So we are back for another episode of the Land of Magina. For anybody who missed the first video, then I strongly suggest going to watch the first video before this, which will be linked in the iCard right now. So go watch the first video if you haven't already. And basically this is an old story that I wrote, the only story that I've ever finished, and it's 31 pages, so it's not good. It's short. It's probably going to take maybe, I think, 4 episodes to do. And the reason I'm doing this is to rewrite it, so that will definitely be a video as well. So this series will not end when this book ends. So let's continue on our journey from where we left off. I was too shocked and shaken to scream. The rock flew out, but the wind had been knocked out of me. Something hit me and knocked the wind back in, and I gasped. I was now face down looking at the ground below me. I was able to block the impact with my arms, but it hurt. I looked up and saw that my arms were scraped from the ground, and it hurt. I looked around and saw these strange goblin things coming towards me. I stood up and walked backward into a rock. They came towards me slowly. The ground underneath me shook. The goblins kept coming. A large flower grew from underneath me, and I fell on top of it. It rose and began taking me back up there. I looked down and saw the goblins climbing it. I screamed. "Can't this game go any faster? They're coming!" I yelled to Aaron. "Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not strong enough to make it go that fast," Aaron shouted. Suddenly, the flower grew way too fast and passed them, and I screamed, almost falling off. "What just happened?" I shouted, struggling to hold on. "The goblins had a growth elixir. I can't stop it from growing now," Aaron shouted as he zoomed up the flower. I laid on my back and gripped the grooves. I panicked as the air seemed to get thicker. Down below, a rock hit Emma and she fell. Luckily, Emily and Ira saved her just in time. "Amanda, I need you to jump," Aaron shouted. "Are you crazy?" I shouted back. "Just trust me. Please, I'm not going to drop you." "You promise?" "I swear, I'll catch you," he promised. The flower tilted and I fell, screaming. I grabbed onto a petal just in time and wouldn't let go. "Amanda, just let go. I'm right here. I promise I'll catch you." "Aaron, I'm scared," I said, closing my eyes tighter. "Don't be. Please, I will catch you. Trust me." "Fine. The flower petal didn't wait for me to trust him, and it fell off. Flinging me into the air. Aaron flew and caught me just like he promised. "I got you." I held tight onto him, still scared, as we flew away. Soon we got to the aforementioned treehouse. "Welcome to our home," Ira said, opening the door. It was beautiful. "Whoa," me and Emma said in unison. We laughed. Another pixie came from one of the rooms. "Humans!" she screamed. She hid behind one of the chairs. Come out, Ezra. They won't hurt you," Aaron said. She came out. Her dress was beautiful, with fire print all over it. Her hair was red and pretty wild, and her eyes were fiery red, and her skin was pretty dark too, very different from my pale as vampire white skin. "I've never met one in person. This is so cool." This is Amanda and Emma, Ira explained. Have the goblins tried to, she asked. They nodded. It was just me, I said. I saved her, Aaron said proudly. Yeah, you did. I honestly thought you said something mean, Aaron said sarcastically. This guy won't stop flirting with me, I pointed at him. She laughed. He does that with every pretty girl he sees. Do not, I laughed. What's so special about me, then? I asked, crossing my arms. Your eyes? He said, staring into my midnight blue eyes. I slapped him in the face. Shut up. Playing hard to get, are we? He said, stumbling to his feet. Chapter 2. Let's play a game. How about hide and seek? Before doing anything, we need to get some bandages on Amanda's wounds, Aaron said, holding up my arm. Not a random arm. Let go of me, I said, taking my arm back. I can't even feel it. It's bleeding. Fine, I said. Aaron wrapped my arms with bandages. Ow, I said. Sorry, he said. We waited in silence for a few seconds before Aaron said, I'm sorry. For what? I asked, because he hadn't hurt me again. It's my fault you got hurt. You can stop pretending you're not mad. If I had grabbed you the first time, you wouldn't have gotten hurt in the first place. That thing that hit me, that was him? I'm sorry, What are you sorry for? I would have died if you hadn't hit me. I couldn't breathe. You knocked the rock off my chest. Even if I had survived the fall, I wouldn't have been able to block my fall. I would have died. Aaron, you didn't give me these wounds either, and it wasn't your fault. His eyes were wide. I'm alive because of you. He got up and hugged me. This time I didn't punch or slap him. I could tell he was serious and wasn't joking around. I hugged him back. Thank you, he managed to say. No, thank you. Ira began counting. I hid behind the stairs up to the treehouse. Ready or not, here I come, she said. I watched as she passed me. I looked to my other side and saw a goblin. I screamed. I tried to run, but it grabbed the back of my amulet. It started to drag me away. Man, this thing was fast. It was choking me and I couldn't breathe. Let go of the amulet, Aaron yelled. Never, I managed to shout. They tried to catch up with it, but it was moving too fast. Emily, Ira, and Ezra all fired shots at it, but it all dodged them. Finally, Aaron grew something and choked the goblin until it let go of the necklace. I choked and sat up, pulling the amulet off my throat. I gasped for air. Ira blew a strong wind towards him, and he flew away. Amanda! Emma screamed, giving me a big hug. I'm okay, I told her. They want your necklace, Emily pointed out. But why? Aaron asked. Did your mother ever tell you anything about that amulet? Ira asked. No, nothing, I told her. Well, it's obviously some sort of magic amulet, Ira said. It brought us here, I told them. It must have some connection to this world then. But how? Aaron asked. My mother used to tell us stories of a place of pixies and other magical creatures. 5 sisters ruled the elements: fire, water, air, earth, and the eldest, magic. Together, the five sisters created a portal to Earth. Creatures called shadow creatures tried to destroy Earth, and the five sisters locked them away and chose one of them to guard the portal. This would mean giving up your wings and all your powers. And I let the amulet decide. Magic amulet, shine bright, choose one of us, and choose right. The amulet rose up from the table and ascended towards the eldest. She bid farewell and left the kingdom forever. I know that story. It actually happened, but how did your mother know that? Wait, the amulet had the power to travel between worlds. That's it. Your mother was the eldest. No, that's impossible. If it was my mother's, why did she give it to me? Why me? I'm so confused. Let's go inside and calm down, Aaron said, helping me up. I went inside and I thought hard about it, but it only left more questions I had no answers to. Don't worry. We'll get this all figured out soon, Emily gasped. There is one person who can help, the second eldest, Daria. I rode with Aaron. Why am I stuck with you again? I asked as we flew. I'm not that bad, yeah, he said. You dropped me! How is that not that bad? I said I was sorry. I could have died if Emily wasn't there. Give me a break. Did you forget about the 2 times I saved you? I rolled my eyes. 3. What? Aaron said, confused. 3 times. You saved me 3 times. You hit the rock off my chest, then you saved me from the fall, and just earlier, the goblin was choking me, I couldn't breathe. I probably would have choked to death without your quick thinking. Oh, yeah, I did, Aaron said proudly. Don't think that changes anything, okay? I said, looking away. Hey, do you want me to drop you? He threatened. Whatever, I said. He let me go. You idiot! I shouted. He caught me again. You said whatever. I hate you. Hate is such a strong word, I slapped him. Stop, I'm gonna drop you. Oh, you mean like you just did? He laughed. Soon we made it. Finally, get me away from this idiot, I said, running. Hey, I'm not an idiot. Yes, you are. You dropped me. Again. On purpose. Maybe you should have a better word choice. Shut up. How about we get inside, Emily? How do we get inside, Emily? Ira asked, wanting to change the subject. Like this. She used her powers and gathered water. She shot it at the door and the door opened. That was easy, I said. We walked in and a pixie came out of one of the rooms. She was dressed in royal robes. Humans, why are you here? How did you get here? We think it has something to do with this. I showed her the amulet. Miranda, who are you? How did you get this? I'm Amanda, and this is my sister Emma. I got it from my mother. It was hers. Do you know what your mother's name? No, she never spoke of it. If this is what brought you here. Our mother did tell us a story. Really? Really? What was the story she told you? Once upon a time, there was a... Once upon a time, in a magical land called Magina, this kingdom was ruled in 5 elements. There were 5 sisters sent to protect this land. Daria was the protector of the sea. Adair was the protector of fire. Fonda was the protector of all plants and animals. Azila was the protector of the wind and fire, of the wind and air. The eldest, Arenda, had the element of magic. The 5 of them together created a portal to our world, Earth. Magical creatures called shadow creatures snuck inside. and the 5 sisters locked them away forever and sent one of them to Earth to protect it. This would mean giving up your wings and becoming human, and they all let the magic amulet decide. Magic amulet, shine bright, choose one of us, and choose right. Arenda said. The magical amulet shined and sparkled. It lifted itself from the table, and it moved toward Arenda. It strapped itself around her neck, and Arenda ascended through the portal and left Magina forever. Arenda, this is Arenda's amulet. You're the descendants of Arenda. All of them bowed before me and Emma. And that's where I'm going to stop today's episode, I guess. That's kind of where I think I'm going to end it. If you got this far, then I applaud you. And I hope that maybe I'll see you in the next one of these. So I would really appreciate it if you hit that little subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when I will upload the next one. And I hope you enjoyed the video, so maybe press the like button just a little bit, just a little tap, just a tippy tap. Don't gotta press too hard. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye! Since you're done here, why don't you go check out one of my other channels? I have a creative channel, a gaming channel, and a vlog channel. The links are all in the description.